My colleague Yasha Kotak is standing by as literally the whole of Mumbai has assembled to pay their last respects to Ratan Tata, the chairman emeritus of Tata Sons, a beacon of India Inc. Yasha, first take us through what exactly is happening over there. We are told that the mortal remains of Ratan Tata are going to be at the NCPA till about 4 p.m. where people can assemble in huge numbers, pay their last respects before we bid a final adieu to Ratan Tata.
Of course, in fact, we see that even while Ratan Tata's ambulance was being taken out from his residence, the entire of that area had come to a standstill. In fact, we see some of them had come dropped by to pay last tributes to him. There was a police band that was being played as a last tribute to him. And of course, later on around 5 p.m. is where he'll be taken to Woli Crematorium with state honors. That's where his last rites would take place. But here, however, when you speak of Ratan Tata, an industrialist who's always been in high regards not only across the country but across the world, and which is where while there was just close family friends who were present at the residence at the Tata House to pay their tributes to him, but now that mortal remains have been taken to NCPA, it will be open to public. We will also see several VVIP moments taking place to pay tributes to him. Yes.
Absolutely. And Yesha, talking about the eminent personalities who, of course, are reacting to this sad demise of Ratan Tata, we begin with Sudha Murty, who's paying her homage to Ratan Tata. Let's take a look.
It's hard to get someone like him. May I only pray, may his soul rest in peace. He was a legend, there was an era, it was the end of an era for me.
Ma'am, his life has served as an example for many, in fact. Some lessons that had an impact on your life and you have also implemented in your life, you have followed it, you do it even today. If you could share some 2 or 3 points about it.
Number one, like person of integrity. Integrity was so important and extremely simple. I said, when I cannot do, I will never lie. I said, I can't do. Let us have it. Shuddha jeeb, tongue is very important, And he was like that. Second thing is he has enormous patience, I have seen him. And I think a little bit of that has rubbed on me and I have quite a lot of patience. Third,
Yesha, we just heard Sudha Murty talking with such respect about Ratan Tata. Everybody talks about him, talking about how he was a person with absolute integrity. He was a man of simple tastes. Simplicity was paramount when people met Ratan Tata, and extremely patient, like Sudha Murty just put this. How would you describe Ratan Tata and a man who probably, could be called Desh ki chamak, Desh ka chamakta sitara, after that entire Desh ka namak campaign that Tata was so known for? From salt to startups, he's done it all. And he has been in with the times. If we talk about the leading entrepreneurs right now, people who have been part of the startups, even for that matter, people like Shantanu Naidu, who wrote a letter to Mr. Ratan Tata over a startup that he decided to, in fact, go ahead and initiate. That was, I think, Motor Pause. And Ratan Tata responded to him. And the bond that both of them shared while Ratan Tata was still alive is for everybody to see.
Absolutely. In fact, like you rightly spoken about, of course, he was someone who wanted to reach out to the common man on streets, and which is where the whole idea of also coming up with a Tata and I know to reach out to common man on streets. So yes, Ratan Tata, for his vision, was someone who would want to ensure that he makes life easier for everyone. If we were to describe Ratan Tata for a Mumbaiker, in fact, the most recent the animal hospital that was put forth by him is something that Mumbaikers have fresh in their mind. Of course, we know his love for dogs was very well known among everyone. In fact, that he would reach out to millennials and Gen Zs alike, speak to people, speak to these youngsters, motivate them to come up with their ideas. Of course, is something that uh, every youngster speaks about. In fact, those who were also present outside British Candy Hospital yesterday speak about his vision, speak about him being a modest person, speak about the humble attitude that he would come with. And this was not something that only that was being mentioned only by the youngsters or by people who would uh, who would have met him, but this was also for people who would have just known him for the personality that he is, might have not had direct contact. In fact, there have been several top VVIPs as well who might have not directly come in touch with Ratan Tata, but everyone spoke about him as a person who was grounded, who was modest, and just wanted to bring about a change for everyone, for a society at large. Yes.
Absolutely, Yesha. I request you to stay on with us. Let me also now go to our colleague Mayuresh, who's standing by from the NCP. I can see that Ratan Tata's mortal remains have been brought out at NCPA for people to come and pay their last respects to the national icon. Yes, Mayuresh. Mayuresh, if you can hear me, we're talking about the national icon Ratan Tata, who has passed away at 86. There have been so many people who have, of course, spoken about how shocked they were at the sad demise of Mr. Ratan Tata. Now his mortal remains have been brought out at NCPA for people to come and pay their last respects. Just take us through what all is happening over there, Mayuresh.
Absolutely, I can see over here that along with the family, there are many such people, or we can say there are employees of different companies of Tata Group who have come here to pay their last respect to Ratan Tata. Yes, everyone knows Ratan Tata as a great businessman, great visionary, but he was very much friendly with the young people, especially with the young crowd. As we were discussing that earlier also, so Ratan Tata basically used to sit, after his retirement, he used to sit in his office near Harmony Circle, where the Starbucks cafe is right now. And that is the first Starbucks cafe in Mumbai which started. So whenever he used to come over there, a lot of young people used to stand outside his office just to meet him, and Ratan Tata has never disappointed anyone. He used to meet them, he used to talk with them, he used to try to get more information about what is happening right now, what are the current trends, what exactly do they think about the technology, innovations, and he used to motivate them. So that's why Ratan Tata has always got that traction from the young people, the young generation, the Gen Z generation, though the age difference between them and Ratan Tata was really huge, really big, but still no one felt that Ratan Tata is that old and he doesn't belong to that particular generation, because he was aware of many of the things which, of Gen Z generation. Also, if we talk about Ratan Tata, yes, he had apart from the businesses, he has always kept a very unique interest in fintech companies, and there are many such fintech companies in which he had invested, he had backed those companies, and now those companies have already excelled. So he was a person who always used to blend two things together, as his liking was basically into the finance and the technology. The innovation was his basically core, we can say that. So there are many such companies in which he has backed, and many such startups, I will say that. Back to you.